All right, let me show you in this video how to do the drop-down data validation list in Excel the right way. So here's what we have. We have county and city. And what I would like to do here, I would like to get the list extracted from the column of counties. So how do you usually do that? Like the normal approach would be to click on the county column. And since this is a table, you can use Control Spacebar to select all the counties, the entire column, and then copy and maybe paste it somewhere, Control V. And then the next step would be to remove duplicates. I'm going to go to Data, remove duplicates. There's only one column. I'm going to click OK. And I have 13 values. There's a few problems with this, however. You see that I have 2 Alameda and I have 2 San Mateo. And the reason is because the data is not consistently entered. And these are not really duplicates because I have some leading spaces and filling spaces. So then you would start getting creative and you start doing things like, how about we trim? And you would trim the value and then copy it down. And then you copy paste values. Control C, Control V, paste values. And then, well, Control V doesn't paste values, but you can switch into paste values. And then you do remove duplicates on this column. You do data, remove duplicates. I don't want to expand the selection. I will just remove duplicates like that. So now I have unique values. Then you would reference this range in your data validation rule. So if I have here a cell where I would like to reference this J column J in my data validation rule, go to data and then data validation. And here you select the list, and the source of the list will be this range right here. And this is kind of the standard way to do this, to create a range of unique values and have it as a drop-down list, have those values as in the drop-down list. But there's a cleaner way to do this, a little bit more robust way to do that. So I'm going to delete all of that. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a formula. So there's a function called unique, which you may already know. I'm going to click on the on column A, Control Space to select the entire column in the table. So now I have the repeating values. I can add trim inside of unique and update my calculation there. Now the unique function now is returning trimmed values, and first it's trimming the values and then creating this list. So if you use this list in your data validation rule, it will be more dynamic. Let me show you. I'm going to modify the data validation rule here, go back to the data validation, and the source is gone, obviously, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to select this as my data source. And let me add the input message, select from the list, and then error alert, please select. Please select. Do not type. Okay, I'm gonna click OK. So now it looks like we have kind of a similar situation here, but here we look at, we can select, and then we are looking at this range. So it looks like we are achieving the same result, but there's a couple of things here. What if you want them alphabetically ordered? Well, you can use another function here, which is the sort function. And if you add the sort function to this, then the results will be also sorted. So now the drop-down list is sorted alphabetically. Now, there's another thing that is really interesting. If you add more data to your table, I'm going to add, for example, well, I don't know what counties are out there. New county. Now, the new county is added to the list, and as a consequence, we have the new county also available on the selection here. So this is a dynamic drop-down list using Excel data validation. So how about we're going to create a filtered list based on the selected county. I'm going to type it in cell E2 right here. Equal sign filter. Oops. And I'm going to select the entire array of county and city. Control space to select the both of the columns, comma. I want to include everything where the county, control space again, is equal to the selected one, and press enter. So now by selecting the county, we are also looking at the list of city. I have this just to see that it is, just to prove it that I'm selecting the county and the county is used as a filter. So to recap what we did, we created a dynamic list here. And the formulas like the unique function and the filter function, they are returning lists, which means that they need to have space available in order to display the results of the list. If you do not have the space, some space is blocked, then you will get the formula spill error. So you want to make sure you have the space. All right. I hope you enjoyed this little micro project. I'll see you in the next one.